Yeah.
God, what made you switch to being so pure?
What do you mean?
Well, because didn't you used to curse?
No, that is a common misconception that everybody keeps saying. Everybody says that all the time. Oh, Bad, did you used to swear like a sailor? And that is not true, okay? I will tell you the simple facts of the matter, okay? Have I sworn in the past? Yes, I have. However, was I like a Tommy Innit equivalent? Or like a George equivalent? Or a Dream? Or an anyone else equivalent? No. Okay? Did I have the occasional naughty word? Yes. But it wasn't, like, when I say occasional, I mean, like, very, very rarely. And now...
What made you switch to, like, cold turkey? Like, none at all?
Because I thought, you know what? If I'm going to set a good example on my streams of not using naughty language, I thought, why make it just an on-stream thing? Like, so here's how it worked, right, Puffy? So I never swore in any of my content, right? And I got messages from people who said, Bad, I just want to say I really appreciate how you never swear in your content. I appreciate that. And so it made me realize the importance of trying to keep my content family friendly, right? Because here's what I understood, right? One, again, I'm not pointing fingers at anyone who swears or anything like that, but the point is when people would send me messages or beg, Bad, I just want to say I really appreciate this, I love your content, and I'm so happy you don't swear, you're one of the YouTubers my parents actually let me watch, etc., etc. Like, that made me go, oh my goodness, there are people who they can't watch other people's content because of the language, because I know, like, their parents who are, you know, watching their kids' content to make sure that they're only watching stuff, you know, that's appropriate, right? And so recognizing the importance of that, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make sure to keep my content family friendly. But here's the thing, right? Like, I don't know, maybe it's just had an impact on me where it's made me just in general moderate my language a bit more off stream and just keep it in mind. You know,
that's very nice.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm not hating on anyone who, you know, again, like, in general, right? Like, I grew up in a household where, you know, we didn't swear, like, people just didn't swear, right? Like, I'm not saying that a swear word was never uttered in my household growing up, but I'm saying when it was, like, rare. Like, I'm talking about, like, every couple weeks, right? Maybe. Like, not like, oh, every day, maybe one. No, it was like a rare thing. And so, like, you know, when you know, I don't know. It's just something that stuck with me. And, you know, it was one of those things that, you know, in general, like, I don't swear around my friends. Again, I'm not saying I haven't had, like, a slip up, because I think everybody has one where, like, you get mad, you know, frustrated, or, you know, emotional, or if you're hanging around people who, you know, swear a lot, occasionally some of that, you know, will trickle into your language too. So yeah, I'm not saying I'm a, you know, perfect muffin, or even that swearing is not a good, you know, is not something that, you know, I'm not making a judgment on anyone who swears, is essentially what I'm saying. But of course. But anyway, I'm just saying that for me, it's not for me. And over the years, I would say I have tried to, even when I get angry and frustrated, I've tried to make sure that I still not swear, because at the end of the day, I don't want to be one of those people who's like, oh, when the camera's off, you know, bleep bleep.
You're
bleep,
just like
ay. Okay,
I'm not actually.
No, I know, but that's actually, I like that. That's really cool. But I just want to, you know, because I feel like it's important, like, to you know, set an example like that, or
well, that's a very admirable quality. Maybe one day I'll be that level of muffin.
Oh my goodness. Well, and it gives people, you know, someone who, you know, if they don't swear, you know, hey, now they have someone who, you know, is sort of similar. to them as far as, well, I am maybe not that similar, but in the sense that, now they have someone who doesn't swear. So,
No.
it's just one of those things, but to each their own,
Maybe I'll make that my New Year's resolution.
Hey, you know what? It's totally, if you wanted to, go for it. But, anyway. I think
really well.
it's important that there's, content for everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
But anyway. And then the language thing just kind of came about.
Oh, yeah. Language.
That just kind of filters over from when I'm, like, recording or live streaming with friends. Because on it, most of my friends, they don't have the same approach, which, again, is fine. But when I'm, it used to be most of my friends weren't streamers. So when I'm saying language, right, it was because I was the one who was streaming. And then they would say something. Yeah. And so I was trying to be family friendly for my stream and, trying to keep them in check. Now so it carries over into other people's streams. It's more of a reflex. So someone will say something, I'll be on their stream and it's like, hey, language. I need to tone it back a little bit. You do that
off stream though, too.
I know.
Like, we've been in Among Us when no one's streaming. It's like, language, my friend.
I know. But anyway. But yeah, I know, it's a bad habit. I can't help it. It's like a reflex.
A bad habit.
Someone says a naughty word and it's just like, hey, language, you muffin head. But again, it's not one of those things where it's like, I don't think any worse of anyone who swears or anything like that.
Nah, you hate everyone.
No!